Mr. Kelly, well, when you're prepared, just give us the thumbs up and we will begin. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We're now begin our program. We will now open our proceedings for today, May 21st, 2026 at Illinois Board of Review. We have several preliminary statements for those, particularly those who are joining us via Zoom. This is a formal hearing, so we would ask that everyone, first of all, if you're in a vehicle, you must be parked in a safe place. We will not hear your case if you're moving in a vehicle. Secondly, we require that you be dressed appropriately. No bed clothing. Please wear clothing that's appropriate for a formal proceeding. No reclining in your bed or your easy chair. No eating, drinking, or smoking during the hearing. And gentlemen, please remove your headgear unless it's a religious requirement. Those are some of the basic things we want to make sure that you understand. Secondly, the law department will give us a list of cases that are either moot or moot complied. If you need to understand the difference between a moot case or a moot complied case, please call the administrator's office. Someone there will tell you the difference and what that means. But what you should understand, if your matter is noted as moot or moot complied, you're done for today. No additional hearing will be held. You may excuse yourself from the hearings. This is a public forum, so if you want to remain until we conclude our cases today, you're welcome to do that. But if your matter is moot or moot complied, you excuse and may go on about your day. Thank you very much for your attention and your participation today. We will now call on the law department to provide a list of those matters that need to be read into the record that have been resolved.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
Beginning with number 1, HA 2025-003306 at 900 West Ontario Street. The appellant is Luis Almanzar Infante.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to note that this one was requested, a Spanish interpreter was requested.
Oh, okay.
So
Do we have an interpreter present?
I don't believe the appellant showed.
okay.
And the appeal was withdrawn by the appellant.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
We can dismiss
Then we're
the
good. Thank you.
interpreter.
Okay.
All right, thank you for using the service interpreter disconnecting.
Thank you.
Moving on to number 3, HA 2025-003472, 4500 North Warnock Street, Dr. Dump Industry Solutions, doing business as Corey Hinson. That appeal was also withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 4, HA 2026-000124 at 4500 North Warnock Street. The appellant is Dr. Dump Industry Solutions, LLC, doing business as Corey Hinson. That appeal was also withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 7, HA 2025-004164 at 9124 Dale Road, Delco Restorations, Inc. That is a continuance request by the appellant. No objection by the city.
No objection by the city?
Yes.
Okay, that matter will be continued.
Thank you.
HA 2026-00.
Excuse me, Ms. Skiles, just one
Yes.
thing I neglected to mention. Do we know if an attorney has been secured for 4164?
I believe the attorney's unavailable today, which is the reason for the continuance request.
All right, thank you.
I believe the appellant is here if he wants to confirm.
Okay.
Yes, I confirm.
Your name, sir?
My name is John Tremonti.
Okay, you representing Delco Restorations, Inc.?
That is correct.
Okay, and so you do have an attorney now?
That is correct.
Okay, all right, so we're going to continue it this time. It must be with the requirement that it must be heard, must be tried in the next listing. That means there won't be any additional continuances, okay?
Understood.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 8, HA 2026-000095, 1839 Ingersoll Street, Freddie Hainsworth. There's an agreement for a city affirm with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you. 60-day stay. Thank you.
For number 9, HA 2026-000-347, 76 East Logan Street. I'm not going to be able to pronounce the appellant's last name. It's
Jakobob.
German
Jakobob.
Jakobob, Haverford Square by Metropolitan 5 LLC. We have an agreement for a city affirm with a 100-day stay of enforcement.
100-day stay. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. 120-day stay of enforcement.
Okay. Is there legal counsel present for that matter? Okay. Apparently not. Okay. All right. Thank you.
For number 10, HA 2025-00-3586, 3309 Kensington Ave, Larry Gallagher doing business as Trinity Recovery Network. That matter is moot.
Moot. Thank you.
For number 11, HA 2025-00-3587, 3307 Kensington Avenue. The appellant is Larry Gallagher doing business as Trinity Recovery Network. There is a continuance request by agreement of the parties.
Okay. The matter will be noted as continued.
HA 2020, number 12, HA 2025-003613, 5336 Ridge Ave, Sissy Properties LLC. That was continued administratively.
Okay. So noted.
Number 13, HA 2025-003621, 101 West Wyoming Ave, Kashif Jones. That matter's moot.
Moot.
HA 2025-003622 at 705 East Tioga Street. The appellant is David Galloway. That matter is moot.
Moot.
Number 16, HA 2025-003624, 8809 Fairfield Street, Walter Ulatowski. There's a continuance request by the appellant. There's no objection by the city.
Continuous. So noted.
Okay. Moving on to number 25, HA 2025-003732 at 326 North 12th Street, Pioneers in Partnership Property Management. That appeal was withdrawn.
Withdrawn. Thank you.
Number 26, HA 2025-003733 at 326 North 12th Street. The appellant is Pioneers in Partnership Property Management. That appeal was withdrawn. Number 27, HA 2025-003734 at 326 North 12th Street. The appellant is 326 to 28 North 12th Street Associates LLC. That appeal was withdrawn.
Thank you.
Number 28, HA 2025-003736, 7419 Kiefer Street. That's moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 29, HA 2025-003737 at 5222 Church Road. The appellant is Access Realty. There's a settlement agreement for a city affirm with a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 30, HA 2025-003739 at 5202 Church Street. The appellant Liberty Real Estate Investment LLC. There's an agreement for a city affirm with a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 31, HA 2025-003743, 5401 West Burke Street, Liberty Real Estate Investment LLC. That matter is moot.
Moot.
Number 32, HA 2025-003741, 4030 Powelton Ave. The appellant is ENC Contractor, Inc. There is an agreement for a city affirm with a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 33, HA 2025-003742 at 1022 South 57th Street. The appellant Metro Real Estate Investment. That matter is moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 34, HA 2025-003744, 4650 Reach Street. That appeal was withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
And number 36, HA 2026-001758 at 2400 North 52nd Street. The appellant is Dominique Travis Bay. It's my understanding that the board had decided that this appeal is moot.
Yeah, is the appellant present? Is Dominique Travis Bay present? Okay, no one is responding to that. So, yes, based on advice from counsel and review of the facts, we believe it's a moot matter. Just want to ask, do we need to put that in?
Can we confirm service, and then we can dismiss for failure to appear as well?
Okay.
The appellant listed 2400 North 52nd Street. Notices this hearing. Notices this hearing was sent to that address on 5/11/2026, and there was also multiple email correspondence with the appellant.
Okay. Having heard that service has been confirmed, what's the city's pleasure?
The board could also dismiss the appeal for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:01 PM.
1:01 PM. We will poll the board HA 2026-001758, 2400 North 52nd Street, Dominique Travis Bay. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismiss failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That concludes my preliminary issues. I believe some colleagues may have some additional
Okay, thank you.
matters.
Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter for the record?
Yes, I am.
No, we're asking for anyone, any of the lawyers representing the law department who's currently sitting in the room before me have a preliminary matter.
Sorry.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen for the City of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
I would call to your attention numbers 18 through 23 on today's list. They are matters involving Your Best Choice Construction LLC, Principal Robert Huttonlock, Counsel Andrew Green. And the appeal numbers are HA 2025-003689, 3690.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Cohen, there's different addresses also, so you'll need
Yes.
to
Okay, then
list the address as well.
Appeal 3689 is 2534 East Madison Street, 3690, 2524 East Madison, 3691, 2532 East Madison, 3692, 2530 East Madison, 3693, 2536 East Madison, and 3694, 2538 East Madison. All of these appeals are part of this agreement for a city affirmed with a reduction of the total amount of fines to $6,000 for all 6 of the site violation notices.
Okay. City affirmed, total of $6,000, inclusive of all the addresses noted.
Thank you kindly, members of the board.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter?
Good afternoon, Board. Catherine Petrogallo on behalf of the city.
Petrogallo?
Yes.
Okay, welcome.
Number 17, appeal number HA 2025-003639. Address is 4756 C Street. Appellant Anita Arrington is present.
Okay,
We have come
well,
to.
just a moment. Let me
Okay.
have a seat. Ma'am, your name, please?
Anita Arrington.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, city?
We have come to an agreement for a city affirm with a 6-month stay of enforcement.
City affirms 6-month stay. Ma'am, do you agree that those are the terms that you agreed to?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. That concludes the matter.
Thank you.
Okay,
I have one more matter.
okay, but in terms of Ms. Arrington, is that all for her?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Arrington, you excuse?
Yeah.
You're excused unless you need to have further conversations with
Yes.
the attorney.
Gonna sign the
Okay,
agreement.
so if you could return to your seat. All right, thank you very much.
Number 24, appeal number HA 2025-003696. Address is 511 North Broad Street. Appellant 511 Condominium Associates. The city is requesting a continuance in this matter. We have come to an agreement in principle. However, I have not received the signed agreement yet.
Okay.
So just requesting a continuance to get that.
Okay,
agreement
so you
submitted.
want to continue to complete the agreement?
Yes.
So noted, we'll continue that matter.
Thank you. That concludes my business.
Okay. Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter?
Excuse me, Chair, this is the reporter. Could I please ask Counsel, Ms. Petrogallo to spell her first and last name?
Okay, she'll return to the table in a momentarily.
Kathryn Pietragallo.
Thank you.
Okay. She didn't say it. Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city. I have the case with Ms. Rementer. It's 8004 Frankfurt Avenue.
What number is that?
I don't have the list in front of me. It's one of the two emergency add-ons.
Number
It's
35.
either the last one or the second to last one.
Okay, wait a minute. What's the address?
35.
Number 35 on the list.
35? Okay. Yes.
The city just has a preliminary request. The city's inspector, this was an emergency intent to cease that was requested as an emergency by Ms. Rementer. The city's witness just has to leave by 3:30, so I'm just asking that if that could be accommodated.
Yeah, you just need to be here early in the day. Okay, and is there legal counsel or is just the appellant?
I believe it's just the appellant.
Okay, all right, thank you. We'll call it out of order. We'll call it early. Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Good afternoon, board members. Alana Larson for the city.
Good afternoon.
For appeal number 6, HA 2025-004019. The city has an agreement with the appellant. We just have not received a signed copy yet.
Okay, is the appellant present?
She is not, no.
Okay, so what we probably should do is continue to allow you to get the executed agreement.
Yes, I think I should have it within the hour.
Okay, so we will continue this. If you get the executed agreement before we complete our business today, come back
I'll let you know.
and we will recall the case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone virtually who has a preliminary matter for the record? Anyone else? No one responding. We will now go to our list. And so given the request that we received, why don't we call 35 then?
This is case number 35, hearing appeal ending 1683, 8004 Frankfurt Ave, Dana Rementer.
Okay, is the appellant present?
She's muted, hold on.
Ms. Rementer, would you please unmute yourself?
Yes, this is Dana Rementer.
Okay, ma'am, raise your right hand so that you may be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth through help of God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, Mr. Kelly, do you have any witnesses today?
I do, just one. Inspector Mike Brown, I do see him on the call.
Inspector Brown, if you'd unmute and raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, Mr. Kelly, actually, I don't think you put your name on the record for this. Go ahead and do that.
Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Okay, all right, let us proceed.
Thank you. So just for some background, this was a property that that the department designated as unfit on April 9th, 2026. Notice of intent to cease was issued either the same day or the day after, I believe on April 10th, actually. Mr. Mentor then appealed both the violation and the notice of intent to cease. It's my understanding that this property is owned by a Brianna Kelly. I don't believe that she's on the call, nor is she the appellant. Mr. Mentor is the tenant who resides at the property. My understanding from her appeal is that essentially she's asking for more time for the intent to cease to be effectuated. So I can call the city's witness.
Okay, yes, proceed.
Thank you. Inspector Brown, can you just state your name again for the record?
Mike A. Brown,
And where are you currently employed?
City of Philadelphia License and Inspections,
What's your position within the department?
Code Enforcement Inspector.
And what are your duties and responsibilities as part of that role?
To inspect properties to make sure all properties are upkept and fire life safety devices are in place if needed.
In the course of your duties, did you become familiar with the property at 8004 Frankfurt Avenue?
Yes.
And did you also have the chance to review the case file, the LNI case file for that property?
Yes.
Are those records made and kept in the regular course of LNI's business?
Yes.
Okay. I would ask to share my screen.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm actually going to start. Just give me 1 second. Just for clarity's sake, I'm going to start here. I believe this is City Exhibit 3, the first photograph on page 10 of the city's exhibit packet. Inspector Brown, did you take this photograph?
Yes.
When was that?
That was April 9th of 2026.
And is this the subject premises?
Yes.
Okay. Just to clarify for the board, what is on the first floor?
It is a mixed use, is a home healthcare business being run.
Okay, that's a commercial business on the first floor. And then does
Yes.
the appellant live upstairs?
Yes, the second and third floor.
Okay, so but it's one unit above that.
Yes, it's all one unit.
Okay. I'm going to scroll up then to City Exhibit 1. Inspector Brown, I'll zoom in. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
What is this?
It's an unfit notice of violation.
And when was this issued?
This was issued on 4/9/2026.
And to your knowledge, is Brianna Kelly the owner of this property?
Yes.
Is there also a tenant who resides there?
Yes.
And is that Mr. Mentor?
Yes.
I'll scroll down, but what violations are cited, if you can just tick them off as we go?
Fire code violations for the fire alarm. And we got the rental licenses on there. Fire extinguishers are outdated and not updated with the tags. And then they have the water damage ceilings and floors, and the missing cabinets, refrigerator, and sink.
And was this notice of violation issued by your office after you completed an inspection at the property?
Yes.
Was a notice of intent to cease operations issued at the same time or maybe the day after?
Yes.
I'm going to take the board's attention down to City Exhibit 2, which is on page 6 of the exhibit packet. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
What is this?
That is an intent to cease order for the occupants.
When was this issued?
That was issued on 4/10/26.
And why did you believe it was necessary to issue this notice of intent to cease?
Because the fire life safety devices are inoperable.
So the fire alarm system at the property is completely inoperable?
Yes, there's no power to it.
Okay. When you completed your inspection on April 8th, did you take photographs?
Yes.
I'll take the board's attention down to City Exhibit 3. Is this a good size for everyone to see?
Yes.
Okay. We've already been over this. Did you take this photograph as well?
Yes.
Okay. What are we looking at here in terms of violations?
In terms of violations is every kitchen needs a sink, a countertop, and a working oven or stove.
Is this oven not working? It's separated from the hood?
Right, it's separated, so I believe the gas line is not connected to the oven.
And I'll zoom in. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but this highlighted portion here, is that where the sink should be?
Yes, that's where the sink should be.
Okay. And that's completely missing?
Yes.
All right. Go down to. Are the smoke detectors in the property operable?
No, not when I was there the first time.
Okay. And I'll take you down to this is City Exhibit 3 on page 15 of the city's exhibit packet. What are we looking at here?
An outdated fire extinguisher.
When was it last certified for?
Back in 2023. I believe that would be April of 2023, which would have been expired.
Okay. So based on that, you can't be sure whether these are operable, correct?
Right.
On page 17 of the city's exhibit packet, what are we looking at here?
That is a water damage ceiling in the common hallway from in between the office and the access to the second and third floor.
Okay. Is this next to the kitchen or below the kitchen?
That is below the kitchen.
Do you have particular concerns about that sort of back left corner?
That is right below the little cutout at the bottom of the screen. That is below the door of the entryway.
Okay. And I guess potentially most importantly, what are we looking at here?
That is the fire alarm panel.
Okay. And I'll zoom in. Can the board see the actual unit itself?
No, not for just one moment.
Sure.
I can see it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any power to this at all?
No.
It's completely turned off?
Yes.
Okay. So there's no fire system operable at all inside the property, just to be clear?
No.
Okay. Is this another view of that same condition?
Yes.
Okay. In the interim, did you have a chance to speak with anyone at the property, specifically with Ms. Rementer?
Yes, I spoke with her and her son and the worker who was on the first floor in the commercial space.
Okay. To your understanding, does Mr. Mentor have a disability?
Yes.
Okay. Does that give you particular concerns given the fire safety issues here?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because in case of a fire, she would have to exit the property quickly. But because of her disabilities, she would not be able to do so.
Okay. Did you conduct a follow-up inspection at this property prior to the hearing today?
Yes.
Did you have any, and before I get there, did you have any conversations with the owner?
Yes.
Was there any information that you learned regarding potential fixes?
Yes, she called me on a day, I'm not sure what day it was, when I was visiting the other property, 8002, which is next door, the property that she owns. She stated that 8004 fire alarm is repaired.
Okay. So you went out after you had that conversation to confirm?
Yes, I was going out there that day. She called me.
Okay. This is City Exhibit 4, which is on page 19 of the city's exhibit packet. Inspector Brown, did you take this photograph as well?
Yes,
Okay. When was this taken?
April 20th.
And that was after you had that conversation?
Yes,
Okay. Is the fire alarm in the same condition?
yes,
It's still inoperable?
yes,
Okay. To your knowledge, is it still inoperable today?
yes,
Okay. You haven't received any information about any fixes?
no.
Okay. That's really all that I have. I would offer for
Okay.
cross.
All right.
That's for the city's exhibits to be admitted.
Okay, yeah, they'll be admitted. So noted, they'll be admitted. Ms. Rementer, do you have any questions for the inspector based on his testimony?
No, I spoke to Mike several
Wait.
times.
I just want to know if you have any questions for him. If you don't, that's okay. In a moment, we'll allow you to testify,
I
okay?
don't have any questions. I pretty much know what's going on.
Okay. All right, thank you. Any additional witnesses, Mr. Kelly?
No, that's all that the city has.
Okay. All right, Ms. Rementer, tell us what you understand to be the facts. Please share
Okay,
your testimony.
My name's Dana Remender. How's everybody doing? I am disabled. I'm a bilateral amputee. My son takes care of me. We have a service dog. We paid our rent up to date. We didn't know we were dealing with who we're dealing with. Our landlord has not compliant with the city. She wasn't even the owner of the building we found out that we live in. So there was a flood on Christmas Day in her kitchen, and I believe that I was the cause of it. She gave us a $30,000 bill. We didn't pay it. So she was under the impression that we were here. She knows we have nowhere to go and we didn't have the money to move right away. I will tell the rent starting when the building got shut down. That's when we stopped paying her the rent. So only 1 month. So we are in the process of getting emergency relocation funds. I'm in touch with the legal clinical for disabled. I have a lady named Eva. They weren't able to make it to court for me today. They really represent me with my lawyer. I do need some time to find a place to live. We don't want to be here, but I do have fire alarms that work in my building. My son made sure all our batteries were replaced. And from my knowledge, she said she had somebody out here the other day fixing the fire alarm, but I doubt that she was doing that because she owns the building next door. And as I see, she was shut down yesterday with the building next door. So she's still continuously getting things fixed downstairs, but not fixing the kitchen upstairs. So this is then that has to go to landlord-tenant court, but I just need some time to move. I need to get some money up, and they're trying to help me, the city, me and my son. We don't have any family, so it's kind of hard for us just to pick up and move. There's people went first last month, security, and we're kind of in a bad situation. We weren't prepared for this at all.
Okay, we have a couple questions for you. Ms. Kelly, any cross?
I don't have any questions.
Anyone else have any questions for the appellant? Mr. Mentor, you say that your son lives with you?
Yeah, my son is responsible party for me, yes.
Okay, is he an adult?
Yeah, he's 27.
Okay, is he disabled at all? Is he able-bodied?
No.
He's able-bodied. Okay. All right. We saw several photos of the fire alarm, but also particularly the kitchen. There's no operable stove or sink or anything. What's happening?
I don't know if Mr. Brown was looking. My stove does work.
Please repeat that because you broke up. We didn't hear you.
I said the stove does work. We just had it pulled over some because the way the workers pulled the floor up, they just moved it to the center. But the
Okay.
stove and the fridge is out in the living room. It does work. But they came in here and ripped that all apart, which I don't even think needed to be necessarily done. But they did
Okay.
that when we were fixing the kitchen.
Okay, now the sink, you have no sink, is that true?
No sink. No, I have no kitchen sink. I am operating off of my bathroom tub and my kitchen sink. And
Okay.
it doesn't look like she's fixing anything because she's a scumbag, to tell you the truth. I excuse my language.
Well, that's okay. Now, let me move on to something else. Did you indicate that you have a landlord-tenant case pending?
We will see. Yeah, I have a legal, like I said, I'm in the process of working with the legal clinic for the disabled. And yeah, I'm gonna probably most likely have to sue her for all my money and everything. Because she had no renter's license the whole time she's been operating this building in either.
Okay, I just want to understand if you have an actual case currently on file or you're planning to file.
No, I don't have a currently case. I didn't know how to go about that, but I did seek legal action.
Okay, so you have someone working with you that
Yeah.
they couldn't be with you today?
No, it was too short a notice because you had to do an interview and then an intake. And by the time I did my intake, it was on Monday and it was just too short a notice to have somebody represent me.
I just sent him the highlighted
Okay.
email saying he had to inspect it.
Oh, okay. We'll need to mute whoever that was. Okay, I want to ask, the
Oh,
inspection-
Sherelle.
Mr. Brown, would you come, just want to ask you a couple of additional questions, Mr. Brown.
Oh, that's why.
Okay.
Who's Sherelle?
Well, that's someone else that was not related to your case, okay?
Oh,
So,
okay, I'm sorry.
so if you could just mute for a minute, I have a question for Mr. Brown.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Brown, in this instance, if in fact the stove is working, do we still believe that it's unfit for human habitation?
I mean, even if the stove is working, regardless of that, I believe it is still unfit due to the fire life safety.
Okay. Do you know if there has been uploaded a certification for the fire alarm?
No, there hasn't been. I checked today.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anyone else have any questions before we conclude? Couple of things. Ms. Rementer, do you have any final statements you'd like to make before we vote on your case?
No, I'm just asking for a little bit more time just so I can try to get emergency displacement funds.
Okay. Well, how much time you think you need?
I'm not sure how it goes. I have to go to 17th and Cherry and tell them your outcome today.
Okay. All right. Any final argument, Mr. Kelly?
Just briefly, the city's seeking a city affirm here. This is obviously a very difficult case given the appellant's condition, and the question of what housing is available and or how much time she would need. The department does have fairly significant life safety concerns here. The fire alarm system is completely inoperable and has been for a month and a half now, at least, probably much longer. Any delay in fixing that puts the appellant, especially given her disability, at a significant risk, especially given the other conditions in the kitchen and the fact that it is a commercial mixed-use property with folks potentially coming in and out of the first floor as well. It does create more hazardous conditions, but obviously, I understand the concerns.
Do we know if the first floor is still being operated as a business?
It certainly shouldn't be.
But I should ask Mr. Brown. Then, Mr. Brown, do you know if the first floor is currently occupied and operable as a business?
No, the first floor is not.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. All right. We're going to take a quick executive session then before we come back and vote. We're off the record.
Thank you.
Are you able to unmute her from remotely? Okay.
There I go. Hello.
Ms. Rementer, would you tell us how long you and your son have lived in this apartment?
From July of 2025.
So roughly not even a year yet. And
No.
when you moved into the apartment, did you have a kitchen sink?
Yes, I had a full kitchen. I had everything. Yes.
Okay. So some of the conditions that are in the apartment now have to do with the way you and your son operate in the apartment. Is that correct? I mean, you said that you caused the leak.
That she said that we woke up on Christmas Day. We were in a flood. I went to bed the night before and I might have left the water on trickling. I believe that caused the flood in the kitchen. I was the last one at the sink at that night. Mind you, I have no top fingers, so I have no feeling in my finger. I might have left the water on. I sent about 380 emails in. I don't know if I got them in fair enough, but they had pictures of before and after the kitchen, when the kitchen got flooded.
And when did they come to when did they come to take the sink out? How long has the sink been out?
Since January 29th. That's when Roto-Rooter tore everything out.
And why did they remove the sink? Did they tell you if there was some piping issue or something that required the entire sink to be removed?
There was a pipe that, no, she wanted it all removed. We then found that out through Roto-Rooter.
You found out what?
That Brianna Kelly asked to have the whole kitchen re-gutted out.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, after January. May I ask, do you live on the second floor? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there an elevator in that building?
No.
Okay.
I have prosthetics.
Okay.
Which work very well.
And is your son with you 24/7, or does he help you, say, in the morning and then in the evening after?
He's with me 4 nights a week overnight because my son works at Home Depot.
Okay, so you don't have care every day of the week, is that correct?
Oh yeah, my son takes care of me during the day, and my aunt takes care of me overnight. Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you
I
very
have
much.
someone with me 24/7.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank
Mr.
you.
Kelly, based on that, any additional questions or follow-up?
No questions from the city.
Okay, any unreadiness on behalf of the board? Be prepared. Okay, Mr. Remender, we're now going to vote on your case. Thank you, Ms. Penn, for that additional question that I think clarifies some things. Regarding HA 2026-001683, 8004 Frankfurt Avenue, Dana Rementer, city affirmed with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed for 60-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed 90-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed 90-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, we have a plurality of a 90-day stay of enforcement. That's the vote for today, Ms. Rementer. What that means is that we affirm the violation that was written by the city, but we've said that they can't take any additional enforcement action for 90 days. Okay?
Okay.
Call your
Thank you.
lawyer. Call your lawyer today. Let them know the decision of this body. Now, you may appeal our decision, and your lawyer would know how to do that. But if you need information as to how you can do it yourself, call the administrator's office, and someone there will tell you what you need to do to appeal a decision of this board. Okay?
Thank
Have
you.
a good afternoon. All righty.
You
God
too.
bless.
Thank you.
You're excused. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what is the next matter?
That brings us back to the top of the list. Case number 2, hearing appeal ending 3362, I believe the location of the incident is 4500 North 10th Street is not the address in question. Sadara Young Dias.
Okay, who's representing the city in this matter?
Good afternoon, Board. Alana Larson for the city.
Good afternoon. And is there Shadera Young Dees present?
Yes, I'm here.
Ma'am, would you pronounce your full name for us, please?
Shadera Young Dees.
Dees, okay, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, let's get started, Ms. Larson.
So this is a short dumping case that took place at 4500 North 10th Street. Before we begin, the city will stipulate that Miss Young Diaz is not the individual in the video, but she is the individual who is the authorized driver with U-Haul.
Okay,
So the city has one witness, and that's Detective Schafling.
okay, Detective,
Yes.
raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, let's proceed.
Okay. Detective Schafling, where are you currently employed?
Philadelphia Police Department Neighborhood Services Unit.
And how long?
Just
have
one
you-
moment. Detective, just one thing. If you could adjust your screen, because all we see now is the top of your
I be
head.
forgot it just went.
I'm not sure who that was.
That's early again.
Keeps coming back.
All right. Detective, we couldn't see your face. That's if you could
I was
just-
trying to lean in. I can't hear Miss Larson.
Oh, can you hear me?
Not really.
Can I turn this up anyway, or?
Is your microphone on?
It's on, yes.
You have to
Okay.
pull it closer.
Pull it closer.
Closer? Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So let's restart. Where are you currently employed?
Philadelphia Police Department Neighborhood Services Unit,
And how long have you been with the Philadelphia Police Department?
26 years.
What is your title within the police department?
I'm a police detective.
And what assignment are you currently detailed to?
The Environmental Response or Crimes Unit, handling short dumpings and graffiti.
And how long have you been in that position?
About 14 months.
Okay. In the course of your duties, did you become aware of a short dumping incident that took place on May 20th?
Yes, ma'am.
And how did you become aware of that short dumping incident?
A review of the Philadelphia Police Department real-time crime cameras at 4500 North 10th Street showed an illegal dumping involving a U-Haul truck.
Okay. And are those videos kept in the police department's regular course of business?
Yes.
Okay. May I share my screen?
Yes.
Members of the board, I have a video to play. It's in total about 5 minutes. If it's okay with you, I can move.
Yes,
through to the
let's,
relevant-
if we could do some foundation work, then move to the most relevant
Okay.
portions.
Hold on. Okay. So. Okay, I'm going to move the video to 138 where the vehicle appears.
And the location that we're viewing?
Detective, where was this short dumping incident? Where did it take place?
This video is from the real-time crime camera that's actually along 4500 North 10th Street.
Okay.
This is on 10th Street. It's a North-South Street.
Here you see the individuals exiting the U-Haul.
Okay, is that conclude the video?
That concludes the video, yes.
Okay.
And Detective, what was the date and time stamp of that video? I can pull it back up if you need me to.
It would have been around May 20th, 2025, around 1:54 PM.
Okay. And were photographs or screenshots taken from that video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Board members, I'm directing your attention to City Exhibit 5. These are screenshots of the video you just watched identifying the short dumping incident. After reviewing the video and photographic evidence, what did you do in your investigation, Detective?
Based on the video and the screenshots, I was able to determine the U-Haul truck there was displaying an Arizona tag of A. Andy G. George 37142, as well as a U-Haul property number of T-Tom 2506 F. Frank. I took that information to one of the local U-Haul rental locations. The manager was able to provide me with the rental agreement that corresponded to the date of this incident. And it showed a Miss Shadira Young Dees. That would be YOUNG-DEAS, with a residence of 941 Church Lane in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Rented that vehicle on May 20th at around 8:58 a.m. And at that time, the only authorized driver was Miss Shadira Young Dees. No male drivers were listed.
And is this the contract with U-Haul?
That is, yes, ma'am.
As a result of your investigation, did you issue a notice of violation?
That is correct, based on the fact that I was unable to identify either of the males, including the red pickup truck. The tag on that came back registered to a different type vehicle. I did issue a notice of violation to Miss Shadira Young, and that was for the dumping of at least 15 pieces from the back of that truck.
Okay. Directing your attention to City Exhibit 3, do you recognize this as the notice of violation that you issued?
Yes, ma'am.
And to whom was this notice of violation issued to?
What's that?
To who was it issued to?
Shadira, Shadera Young, YOUNG-DEAS, DEAS.
And why was the notice of violation issued to her?
She was the renter of the vehicle. She was the last known person to be in control or possession of that vehicle. And she was ultimately responsible for the use and what happens with the vehicle, any type of incidents involving the vehicle.
And when was this notice issued?
What was that?
When was the notice issued?
The notice of violation, I submitted it, it looks like on July 24th, and the final copy was mailed out around August 11th.
And I believe you touched on this, but what materials were dumped?
So it was 15 total pieces that I could count easily. It was the brass propane heating lamp, 3 broken tabletops. There was a mattress, a couple not broken tables, 3 broken benches, and 5 loose pieces of wood, probably belonging to the tables, but couldn't say for sure.
And how much is the fine associated with this notice?
Based on the 15 pieces, the fine is $75,000.
Okay, that's all I have for now.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Dees, do you have any questions for Detective Sheffling?
Yes, I do.
Okay, man, before you begin asking questions, you have to be stationary, okay?
Yes.
May I stop sharing my screen? Or would you like me to keep it up?
Pardon me?
May I stop sharing my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Detective, yes, I was the one that authorized the U-Haul truck, but I wasn't the one that was driving.
Okay, Ms. Dees, do you
Yeah.
have any questions? That's what, you can
Um,
give testimony in a moment, but do you have any questions of the detective?
Did you get any videos of them returning the truck?
No.
That's the only question that I have.
Okay, thank you. Any additional witness or cross-examination? Or not cross, but recross?
Just very quickly from Ms. Dees. If you knew this individual was going to be driving
Okay,
the.
wait, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. Ms. Dees, let's allow Ms. Dees to testify. She hasn't done that yet. Okay, Ms. Dees, what would you like to tell us regarding this incident?
Regarding this incident, I was unaware that he would even do anything like this. Now, I know that I did rent the truck and that was very wrong for me to do that. But as my son's father, just trying to help him, being as though he come from the streets and trying to better his life to help provide me to raise my child, I thought this was a good deed he was going to be doing, not knowing that he was going to do some things like this. That's not how I live my life.
Okay, so you didn't rent it, you didn't know,
I rented
truck
the
dumping.
I was unaware that he would do some things like this. If you got a junk removal business, you supposed to take that stuff to the dump. And
Okay.
that's what I thought he would do.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Larson, any cross-examination?
If you knew that you were renting the car for another individual who would be driving it, is there a reason that you did not include them as an authorized driver?
No, he asked me, can I just rent him a truck to do a job? And that's what I did. I didn't think to add him on as an authorized user as a driver.
Okay, that's all from the city.
Okay, anyone else have any questions of Ms.
go ahead.
Young Dees?
Yes, I have a question. Ms. Dees,
Yes,
the gentleman who was driving the truck, you said that he is the father of your child?
yes.
Do you know why he didn't rent a truck if he has a U-Haul, a hauling business?
I don't know why he did not rent it on his own.
Do you know if he has a legal driver's license?
I do know he does have a legal driver's license.
Anyone else?
Do you know,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
do you know the other person who was
I do not.
assisting?
In the video, and I do not know who the other person who was driving that car, who the car belongs to. I do not know that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Ms. Dees, did you share the names of the individuals in the U-Haul with the police?
I did in my statement, in my appeal, I did share his name, Quadair Jones. I did too.
And you gave the police his contact information?
Well, I haven't spoke with no police. I only spoke with her name Alana or something like that, I think.
Okay, so let me ask my question again. Did you share the names of either of the individuals unloading trash from the U-Haul with the police?
No police reached out to me
Okay. They didn't contact you at all?
at all. Only the Board of License of Illinois. That's the only person.
If I may, I did reach out to the appellant asking for their names of
Okay.
the individuals.
Okay, and that information has been shared with the police?
No, it has not been shared with the police.
Okay. Detective Schäfling, you didn't reach out to Ms. Young once you identified her as the renter of the vehicle?
No,
Okay, so do you have any way of learning the identity of the other individuals involved?
the only way I would know who the operator was would be if Miss Young were to come in and voluntarily provide a statement identifying the operator and the other person if she knows them, and would be willing to testify before your board or before a court identifying that operator. Other than that, the only person I can deem to be responsible would be her.
Okay, so she hadn't been invited in for an interview? Well,
I
okay,
did
by the police?
I
Okay,
did it on the-
explain.
I did it on the police department's behalf.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay, and she was interviewed by someone?
She did not wish to go that route.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
She told me in the
Wait,
email.
wait, Ms. Dees, wait a minute. So there's some lack of clarity on behalf of the board. So, Ms. Larson, as representing the law department, you were engaged in the investigation yourself?
Not in the investigation. When the appeal came forward, I reached out and asked if she would like to, how we do it is we enter an agreement where they would come down to the department and they would identify the individual in the video. At that time that I had asked her to do so, she was not interested in proceeding with that.
Okay, so she wasn't willing to come in and give any written testimony regarding who the driver of the vehicle was?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you said that it was postponed. The first,
well, let me, Ms. Dees, you had to speak to me.
Okay, I'm
This
sorry.
isn't a conversation between you and the lawyer.
Okay.
Okay, so is it your testimony, ma'am, that you are willing to share the name of the individual who was?
Yeah, I shared it in my agreement that I feel like I wasn't responsible for this. I shared it in my statement.
Okay, not that you weren't responsible, but also who the responsible party
I
is.
know one person that's in the video, yes.
And you gave contact information.
I gave his information, yes, I did.
Okay. It's,
If I may,
To whom did you provide this information?
I had went down to, what is that, 13th and what is JFK? When I first got the letter, I went down there and it was a holiday and it was closed and they gave me a letter to appeal it. I wrote the letter out, I sent it over so it could get appealed, and everything is in my file where I appealed it. That's the only thing that I have received to send back.
You did fill out an appeal, but you didn't give anyone's name. You said it was my son's father.
His name is in the appeal. I have the appeal right here where Alana just showed me. I said Quadir Jones. His name is in the appeal.
okay, all right. And I guess, okay, thank you. And I guess, Ms. Lawrence, that information has been passed on to the police?
Yes, but to resolve the responsibility against Ms. Diaz, the typical process is to enter an agreement that would have her agree to testify in further
Understood, yeah.
proceedings.
But she declined to do that.
At the time, yes.
Is that still the status of things?
I have not spoke to her again.
Okay, so she declined to do that, and I'm asking, was the name passed on to the police? The named individual in addition to her, did you share that with the police?
I shared the appeal. They have the appeal. I did not share it.
So the answer to my question is yes, you gave the name to the police.
Yes.
That's all. I just want to get a clear answer from you. You gave the name to the police, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Detective Schäfling, do you at all use that? Are you pursuing any additional investigation regarding the dumper?
based on the emails I've had with Miss Larson, Miss Young Dees was not interested in being interviewed. Yes, she provided a name in her appeal, but without having a positive identification, a signed photograph, a date of birth, something else. that's just a name on a piece of paper. That could go to the wrong person. That could, there could be multiple individuals with that same name. We would need her to be interviewed where she comes in, she sits down, we ask her questions, answers. She signs a photograph of her child's father, positively identifying him. This way, we know that the notice of violation would go to the proper person, not just somebody by that name.
Okay, so at this moment, nothing additional has happened regarding the actual dumper.
It sounds like she doesn't want to be interviewed, so unless she changes her mind, no, nothing else is going to come of this except for her notice of violation.
Okay. All right. That isn't our role here, is to figure out our role here is to determine whether or not the violations were properly written and the violation actually occurred. Ms. Young, it would be appropriate if you have information you want to share, for you to call Ms. Larson and/or Detective Scheffling to share that. That would be appropriate for you to do. If you haven't or aren't willing, that's your right. We'll make a decision based on the facts that are before us. You have anything else, ma'am, that you want to share with us?
No, it's not that I wasn't aware of giving names or doing an interview. When I talked to Miss Alana the first time, then when I was going to show up in court and take off of work and and show up in court, it got postponed. So then I reached out to her, then I didn't hear nothing back from her till like a couple days before now. So it's not that I wasn't trying to cooperate, but it was just like how I'm being held accountable for something that I didn't do, that I was unaware of, and that I was not on camera doing.
Your name was attached to the truck.
I get it.
That's why it's important, if you're going to ever rent a vehicle for someone, you see their driver's license, you know their license to drive, and you get a very good sense of what happens, because you're held responsible as a rentor. Or anything else, Ms. Dees? Anything else, Ms. Larson?
No, nothing else.
Okay, Ms. Larson, you have any closing argument?
Briefly, I would just like to say on March 13th, I did reach out with the terms of the proposed agreement to Ms. Dees, and she responded and basically was questioning her responsibility. And I explained to her the fact that she rented the U-Haul is how we determined that she is the responsible party. For closing, the city would just seek a city affirm based upon the testimony of Detective Schäfling, the photographs, the videos presented today. The city agrees that Ms. Diaz is not the individual in the video committing the dump. However, she admits that she did rent the U-Haul for her child's father, and the U-Haul contract evidences the fact that he was not listed as the authorized operator of the truck. Further, the dump took place on May 20th. This is during the time frame that the U-Haul was rented under her name, and Section 1017, subsection 5 of the code provides that a person, including any business or agent of a business who engages through a contract, employment, or other manner another person to remove waste, or who causes or permits a violation of this section, shall be liable for such violations.
Okay, thank you. We're going to take a short executive session, and then we will cast our vote. We're going to do it here. So I just ask to come back. Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Kelly, we're prepared to go back on the record. Okay, we're back on the record. We're now prepared to make a public decision regarding HA 2025. Give me a moment, my apologies. HA 2025-003472 4500. My apologies again. I'm going to strike that. I'm reading the wrong number. I'll read the correct number now. HA 2025-003362 4500 North 10th Street, Shadira Young Dees, City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Sustain.
Abstain? Did you say abstain?
Sustain.
Sustain. I'm sorry. Appeal sustained. Okay.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, Ms. Dees, the majority vote was city affirmed. So you may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to appeal our decision, check in with the administrator's office there, and someone will tell you how to appeal this decision, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, board members. That concludes my matters.
Thank you. Okay, what's the next matter?
Case number 5, hearing appeal ending 2270, 4255 Main Street, Angelo Parker, represented by Derek Patterson.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, SKILES, on behalf of the city.
Okay, is Mr. Derek Patterson present? Okay. Okay, your names for the record, please?
Good afternoon, Board. Attorney Derek Patterson here on behalf of the appellants, 4255 Main Street, Best Kept Secret Lounge.
Okay, and Angelo Parker, who is that?
That's the owner of Best Kept Secret Lounge.
Okay, will he be testifying today?
Well, if his testimony is needed, yes.
Are there other witnesses that you plan to call today?
I'll just call Angelo.
Okay, alrighty. And his name of the restaurant is Best Kept Secret?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, let's. Now, because I'm a little confused, do we have other council present representing other interests in this matter? Well, there's someone standing there.
Yes, I'm Killian Teshko here on behalf of the Manioc Development Corporation. With me is the executive director today.
Oh, so you're just an interested party in this instance?
Yes, and we would be opposing the appeal.
Okay, all right. So have you put anything in writing at all?
We have not submitted anything in writing, but we come today with exhibits and prepared to.
Okay, it's unlikely that you will be allowed to do any of that. Okay, but have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Skiles, let's begin.
Yes, if I may, just briefly, this appeal is an appeal from a denial of a tobacco permit application. The basis of the denial is that it is within 500 feet of a school. If I may share my screen.
Yes.
Just to lay some foundation. So the school in question is situated on a parcel with 3 other buildings. It's in the Manioc neighborhood. This is John the Baptist Roman Catholic Church. The school is located on the same parcel. It is this building here. And as you can see, this is just the Office of Property Assessment page showing the parcel with John the Baptist Church on which the school is situated. And with that, I would begin with my first witness is Jody Wilkins.
Okay. Ms. Wilkins, are you present? Please raise your right hand to be sworn. I don't see her.
I did.
I'm here.
Okay, Ms. Wilkins, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Please proceed.
Okay, Ms. Wilkins, where are you currently employed?
I'm the health department and tobacco unit.
And what are some of your roles and responsibilities with the health department?
I oversee the tobacco retailer permit applications, renewal, approvals, denials, along with making sure that people that have permits get them if they're qualified, and also if they're not qualified for the denials.
Okay. And throughout the course of your duties with the health department, have you become familiar with a business located at 4255 Main Street?
Yes.
And how have you become familiar with that business?
The business applied for a tobacco retailer permit, but prior to that, they also was issued a ticket for having tobacco on the premises without a proper permit.
Okay. And so they applied for a permit. What was the outcome of that application?
The permit was denied due to the school zone.
And I'm showing you what's been identified as City Exhibit 3. Can you see the document identified as City Exhibit 3?
Yes.
And what is this document?
That document is a letter of denial, letting them know that the business is located within the school zone.
Okay. And this is the basis of the appeal here today.
Correct.
Okay. And then just if you know, is this business 4255 Main Street, are they also located in a capped district?
I don't think it is one.
Okay.
I mean, the school zone is the primary, denial reason, so, I didn't.
Understood.
For it, for the district.
Understood. I have no further questions for Ms. Wilkins. I do have a subsequent witness who will discuss the map that was created to make this
Okay,
determination.
that's what I want to ask. Would you mind bringing the map back just for a moment?
Yes, and I do have a separate additional map.
Okay, just for a moment. And so just, would you identify both the church, school, and the restaurant?
So that would be on it would be better shown on, probably through my next witness,
Okay.
through this map.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you. Any cross-examination, sir?
Yes. Good afternoon, Ms. Wilkins.
Good afternoon.
Were you the one responsible for this decision, denying the permit due to the school zone?
I can't hear you. I'm also hard of hearing. I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Are you the one who was responsible for making the decision in denying this permit?
Yes, based on when the application comes through, it allows us to know based on the address, whether it's in the school zone or in a capped area or not. And so once that is determined, then I send the denial to the retailer.
And are you aware of the actual regulations, Ms. Wilkins?
The regulation of that needs to be within 500 feet of a school, whatever the retailer, they're within the 500 feet of a school or school district property, then they would be denied a permit. That is the regulation.
And did you make this determination off of being 500 feet from the actual school or from the beginning of that parcel containing John the Baptist Church?
That determination is based on the map. My determination is based on the map that states that it's within 500 feet of the school, whether it's between a stormwater parcel and those particulars, that would probably be the best addressed by the next witness.
Okay, thank you. No further questions, Ms. Wilkins.
Okay, thank you very much. You have additional witness?
Yes, my next witness is Jasmine Jones.
Jasmine Jones? Okay. Is she present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Please raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. All righty, let's proceed.
Okay, Ms. Jones, can you state where you're currently employed?
Yes, I currently work at the Philadelphia Public Health Department.
And what are some of your roles and responsibilities with the Public Health Department?
So I am a research and data analyst, and I specialize in GIS, which is Geographical Information Systems. So related to tobacco retailer regulations, I conduct all of the calculations for the map, the online retailer map that folks can go on and see if the area is actually available. I manage all of the data there. I make sure everything is updated, including the schools, the stormwater parcels, just making sure all of that is up to date and running.
Okay. And throughout the course of your duties, did you become familiar with a business located at 4255 Main Street?
Yes.
And did you create a map in preparation for the appeal hearing today?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And if I'm now showing you what's been identified as City Exhibit 4. Can you identify this document? Oops, I'm sorry. Just trying to make it a little. Can you see it okay?
Oh, a little smaller. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
So this is a map of the area around 4255 Main Street. In the blue the blue outline there, the shape, you can see the water parcel in which that address is on. Then you can also see for the school zone here that red shape is the parcel that the school sits on top of. And from that parcel, we create a 500-foot barrier, and that represents the school zone that a retailer would have to avoid.
Okay, so I do just want to back up. The Philadelphia regulations determine that that 500-foot radius is mapped from water parcel lines. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay. So the red block, what the red kind of square, what is that depicted on the map?
Yes, so that is a singular water parcel, and that is the water parcel that the school sits on top of. And the foot radius around it, the reason why it's shaped like that is because we are not drawing the school zone from the middle of that parcel. We're drawing the school zone from the outside of the parcel. So from that red shape there are teeny tiny little dots on each one of those lines. And then we draw a 500-foot a 500-foot radius from each of those, and then just draw a round shape. So that's what you're seeing there.
Okay. And so the blue square in question, that's the business, 4255 Main Street.
Yes, that's correct.
And in the process of creating this map, where do you draw that data? Where do you draw the water parcel line information?
So the water parcels come from the Philadelphia Water Department. Everybody within the city has kind of a connection to the like a database where everybody in the city can upload everything. So within this map, this is including water parcels, and whenever they get updated, it automatically updates with whatever we're sending out. So this is the most up-to-date information that we have.
Okay, thank you. And I believe you briefly touched on this. You created this this map for the hearing, but this information is also publicly available in a public-facing website.
Yes, and I have it up on my screen if you would like me to show it, or
I have, I believe, City Exhibit 5.
yes.
So this, if you could just walk me confirm that this is the information you would receive if you would search this address on the tobacco retailer permit eligibility map.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And if you could read the text on the left side of the screen.
Sure. This location falls within a tobacco-free school zone. Businesses within a tobacco-free school zone are not eligible for a new permit. Please email health.ptrd@phila.gov with any questions.
And I noticed in addition to that circle or perimeter around the school, the whole background is a shade of red too. Does that mean we're in a capped district?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And so I did pull a screenshot that even if a business were to fall just outside of the circle, they still wouldn't be eligible for a tobacco retailer permit. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And again, this information it's publicly available for the public online.
Yes, that's correct. On the web page where folks go to actually submit the application, there is a link to the map that instructs folks to add the address that they're looking for so that they can get this page here.
Okay. And then I just have one last map. This is just a map of the city of Philadelphia, and the red depicts the capped districts.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I believe.
If you would just go back for a moment, I just want to look at that cap district a moment,
Sure.
if I may. And based on your testimony regarding the current code, most of the city is capped.
That is correct.
Okay.
I have no further questions for Ms. Jones at this time.
Okay. All right, sir.
Can we ask?
I'm gonna get across from Mr. Peterson. Mr. Patterson,
Good afternoon, Ms. Jones.
yeah, just before I do that, am I correctly pronouncing your name
I'm
Patterson?
I'm Patterson. I'm not Peterson. I'm Patterson.
Patterson. Oh, okay, Mr. Patterson, please.
Good afternoon, Ms. Jones.
Afternoon.
Now, when you say school zone, are the regulations regarding a school or the school zone?
I'm not familiar with the regulation. I am just the GIS expert.
Okay. Now, when you looked at the parcel for this property containing the church, the John Baptist Church and the K-12 Yale School, is there a water parcel? Is the water parcel just containing this one property, or are there 3 separate water parcels?
There's a single water parcel here that they all share.
Okay. Are you aware that there are 3 different property addresses in relation to this church?
I
I'll
am
object
not. I
to-
just am. Yeah.
I just want to object to relevance as the determination is based on water parcel line to water parcel line. She's testified that there's a single water parcel. I think it's irrelevant whether or not there may be multiple street addresses located on a single water parcel.
If I may respond?
Yes.
Board, there are, in regards to this one water parcel, as she states, there are 3 separate accounts regarding 3 separate properties on
Okay.
Rector Street that this John the Baptist and another building in the Yale School sits on.
Okay, so the clear reading of the code, I believe, is water parcel. So based on that, I'm going to sustain the objection.
That's fine. I have no further questions for
Okay.
Ms. Jones. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional witnesses, Ms. Giles?
No additional witnesses. I would, just before resting, I did include the regulations as part of my exhibits, just to highlight the fact that the regulations do state that the 500 feet is measured stormwater parcel line to stormwater parcel line.
Okay.
And with that, I would rest.
And you admitting your?
Yes, I would move to admit my exhibits.
So moved. Okay. All right, Mr. Patterson, your opportunity.
Good afternoon again, board. I just want to just give a quick opening real fast. We're here pretty much for the appeal, the tobacco retailer permit. I know that we had testimony from Ms. Wilkins and Ms. Jones, and specifically Ms. Jones, she used this radius, but I'll bring Mr. Parker up in a second to talk about his calculations in regards to this matter here and the regulations from the actual school to his property being 4255 Main Street. So at this time, I asked if I could call
Yes.
Mr. Parker up.
Yeah, I think he's been sworn, so he still don't know.
Okay. Good
Okay.
afternoon, Mr. Parker.
Now, what we'll need to do, because this microphone is so insensitive, you'll need to basically move it to, yeah, you'll need to switch back and forth, unfortunately, in order for the court reporter to be able to record your voices, okay?
Excuse me, Chair, this is the court reporter. I need to confirm, did I miss Mr. Parker being sworn in?
I never was sworn in.
Oh, you weren't sworn? I thought I had, so thank you, sir. My apologies to everyone. Mr. Parker, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear affirm the testimony you give today be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Now, Mr. Parker, you will need to use your outside voice.
All right. Got you.
I didn't hear it say, I do would be fine.
I do.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Patterson?
Good afternoon.
Well, court reporter, can you hear him?
No, Chair, no, Chair, I'm sorry, I cannot.
So unfortunately, Mr. Patterson, as in the past, you wouldn't know this until you got here today. You'll need to move the microphone back and forth, unfortunately. Okay, it's a little awkward. That's just what we have to dealing with.
Good afternoon, Mr. Parker.
Good afternoon.
Are you familiar with the property known as 4255 Main Street?
Yes.
And what is that property?
Best kept secret lounge.
And we're here today for an appeal for a tobacco retail permit. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, in being denied by the Department of Health due to allegedly your property being within 500 feet of a tobacco-free zone. Did you conduct your own investigation?
Yes, we actually hired a surveyor, private surveyor. We actually hired a private surveyor.
And when you hired that private surveyor, what happened with the private surveyor?
When he took the measurements, it was more than 500 feet away from the school.
Panel, if I may share my screen, please.
Yes.
Mr. Parker, I'm now showing you what's been previously presented as Exhibit E. Are you familiar with this diagram here?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the diagram?
Excuse me, Mr. Pitts, can you enlarge that a little bit?
I'm not that good with the Zoom panel, so give me a second.
Miss Penn, maybe easier just here.
Is that better or no?
This is fine. I'll use the one on the main screen.
Mr. Parker, could you explain the diagram to the right of the screen?
I'm just want to object and ask for some foundation. Who created this diagram? Where does the map come
Okay.
from? Is based on the streets don't even, I reviewed this document. The streets don't even appear accurate to me. So I have some concerns about the map itself.
Okay, Mr. Patterson, if you would lay some foundation for the document you're reviewing?
If I could ask Mr. Parker
Yeah,
to.
sure.
Mr. Parker, could you explain what's to the document to the right, please? Just explain the picture on the right.
It's 559 feet away from the actual school.
No.
What's depicted in this picture to the right? What's depicted here?
Main Street.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's do this. Let me ask a more basic question. Mr. Patterson, do you have the surveyor present?
The surveyor is not present, however, the.
Okay, my next question is that the survey itself, let's go back to the first page of the survey that sort of identifies itself, who did it, when it was done, et cetera, okay? Let's go back and do that.
Okay. Well, Board, I was just going to just show what the investigation Mr. Parker did, then I was going to show what the surveyor did.
Oh, so this
But
is
if you-
not from the survey?
No,
This-
but if you want me to go straight to the surveyor, I can.
Oh, no. I thought this was part of the survey,
Yeah,
so,
this is his own investigation,
Okay.
and then I'll go to what the surveyor came up with.
okay, all right. So now the streets aren't identified on this document. We don't know what we're looking at. They are? Oh, okay, I can see it here. Okay. Okay. I misspoke. Okay. Now, what is that showing 559 feet though, right?
So yeah, that's what we're getting ready to ask Mr. Parker
Okay.
his investigation. Mr. Parker, where is Best Kept Secret Lounge in relation to this photo here?
4255 Main Street.
And if you could, in relation to the screen, where is it on this screen?
Right here in the blue. Yep,
Mr. Parker,
It-
Mr. Parker, you have to speak up, Mr. Parker.
right there in the blue, where you see.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Parker stated for the record that Best Kept Secrets right here stated in the blue. Now, Mr. Parker, I see something here with the numbers 559 feet. What does that mean?
That's the amount of feet that is away from the school.
And which school is this?
Again, I'm going to object to the amount of feet away from the school as it's not relevant to the question at hand. The question at hand is how far away is it from the stormwater parcel line?
Okay.
Well,
I'm hearing the objection. I'll overrule the objection. I want to hear since it's his research, I want to hear him
Now,
complete that.
Mr. Parker, how did you arrive at this distance of 559 feet?
From the surveyor.
He hasn't presented.
And only in this, we're only speaking about this photo here, Mr. Parker. How did you arrive at the distance of 559 feet?
Actually, my wife had did this part, so I'm not super familiar with it, but
Okay, I'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay, panel, what I'm showing you now was previously marked as Exhibit H is from the actual surveyor. It's not the clearest.
Okay, what are we looking at?
This is the diagram from the actual surveyor.
Okay, well, let's do this. If you wouldn't mind introducing the whole document so
Yep.
we can know what we're working with.
So at this time, board, I just would like to introduce was previously been marked as Exhibit H, which is the independent survey that Mr. Parker had received from the surveyor, which shows that Best Kept Secret Lounge is more than 500 feet away from the water parcel school.
Okay, I just want to know if you could tell us, is there a summary page, a name of the surveyor and the
and-
date, that sort of thing?
And no, there isn't, board. Now, that's what I was looking for. I was seeing if the Parkers could actually get the actual survey report. This is the only thing that the surveyor actually presented to them.
And I would object if the surveyor's not here. I'm not able to cross the surveyor on their methodology, what type of maps they used, how they calculated the distance. I would object to this document coming into evidence.
Okay, just one moment. Just one moment. Off the record, just one moment. Okay, having heard the objection and consulting with counsel, we will allow it in, overrule the objection. We'll give it the weight it deserves.
Yes.
Okay? All right, let's proceed.
At this time, I have no further questions for Mr. Angelo Parker.
Okay. Any cross-examination?
Yes, I do. I am going to, I do have some if you wouldn't mind bringing up your city exhibit E?
Which is yours?
No, this map.
He doesn't have any more questions for Proctor,
Right.
Mr. Proctor.
Yeah, this is
Mr.
cross-examination.
Parker, rather.
Yes, it's cross-examination. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Parker, I do have some questions about this map. This is based on your own research.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, what we
fine.
need to do, since he's been crossed, yeah, give him the mic.
yes.
The underlying map, where did it come from?
I'm sure my wife, like I said, my wife is the one that actually done all of this stuff. So
Okay.
She
So,
actually wanted to test.
Let me ask Mr. Patterson,
Then,
do you want to call her?
And that's why I said I have no further questions for Mr. Parker, because then I'll call his wife,
Okay,
Mr.
so-
Maine Parker up,
Sure.
so she can further explain.
Let's do this. We'll complete your cross-examination, and then if he wants to call her, he can do that. Okay.
I have no further questions. I don't know if this would be appropriate to do now or on cross. I have some serious concerns about this map and the fact that it's being introduced at all.
Sure.
If you compare it to,
Well, let's do that on cross.
okay,
Let's do it on
Yep.
cross. Okay. All right, call your next witness.
At this time, I call Ms. Romaine Parker. Thank you.
Okay. Okay,
Hello.
ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. Let's proceed.
Good afternoon, Ms. Parker.
Good afternoon.
Are you familiar with the property known as 4255 Main Street?
Yes, it's Best Kept Secret Lounge.
And are you the
Excuse me,
owner of this?
I'm sorry, this is the court reporter. Could I have the witness identified, please?
Remain Parker.
Could you spell your first and last name, please?
Remain, Ramaine. Last name Parker, Parker.
R-A-M.
A
A.
I
I.
N
N.
E.
Oh, Ramaine. Okay, Ramaine. Okay.
Miss Parker, are you the owner of Best Kept Secret Lounge?
Yes.
Now, as we look here at the photo, which has been previously marked as Exhibit E, what was submitted to the zoning board, when I look at the photo to the right of the diagram, what is this?
It's actually a map that came from the stormwater parcel from the city of Philadelphia. There are several images several ways you can review the map. So when you look at this map, it shows the actual buildings, but this was pulled from the stormwater parcel.
And you said this was pulled from the stormwater parcel. Is there a specific website that you pulled this from?
Yes.
What is the website?
stormwater.phila.gov.
Is that cited on the photo itself or anything?
Under Exhibit D2. Yes.
Ms. Parker, I'm going to bring to your attention what's been previously marked as Exhibit C. Now, what was the website you stated you got your previous diagram from?
stormwater.phila.gov.
And what was the purpose of you going to that website?
When we were denied the request for a tobacco license that was provided by Ms. Judy Watkins, I was advised that this information is provided by the Philadelphia Water Department. So I called to get the information from the Water Department. They confirmed that it's multiple parcels, and they gave me the website to look it up on stormwater.phila.gov.
And in your research, what were your findings in your research?
In my research, through my research, it was concluded that there are actually 3 water parcels for 3 different buildings, not just one.
And how did you come up with that conclusion that there were 3 different ones and not just one?
I was able to locate the information on stormwater.phila.gov, and I actually spoke to someone in the records department, which if you pull up stormwater.gov, they direct you to the records department. And I actually have an email from someone from the records department included.
Do you know who you spoke with in the records department?
Her name is Mina, and she is a GIS specialist 1.
Before you move on, Mr. Patterson, you were attempting to show us something, but I don't know what it was. The images kept moving about.
You just wanted to see what website she had went to, so I was showing you the website.
Oh, that's what you were showing?
Yeah, I was showing you the website, stormwater.
Okay, do you have an image of the 3 separate or different parcels?
Yes, I do.
Stormwater parcels?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
But she was speaking about the person that she spoke with at the,
okay.
So I was just going to.
So the image now, you're identifying addresses and the account numbers, I assume, for the water, correct?
Yes, but I was on my way to the communication that Ms. Parker had with someone from the records department.
Okay.
And I apologize, I'm scrolling back and forth. Now, Ms. Parker, you stated you had communication with someone from the records department. What's that person's name again?
Mina, I'm not sure of her last name, Schneck.
And what did you conclude from your communication with her?
She confirmed that it is actually 3 water parcels and not just one. She also advised that the reason that we may have been denied for the tobacco license is because the Department of Health is reviewing all 3 buildings as one parcel versus 3.
And board, I just want to direct your attention directly to about the 7th or 8th line down, where it states that this may be why your application was rejected, because the public health office might be measuring to the closer corner, the corner of 119 Rector, rather than to the 135 Rector Street. And 135 Rector Street is the address of the actual school, the K-12 Philadelphia Yale School. Ms. Park, did you also get a surveyor to survey this property?
Yes.
And did they survey the distance from 4255 Main Street to the properties on Rector Street?
They surveyed it from 4255 Main to 135 Rector, which is the Yale School.
And board, I'm returning to the surveyor's report right now.
Okay. If you could give us the name of the surveyor and the date of the survey, that would be helpful.
Yes. The name of the surveyor was, the company is Ambrick Technology. The actual surveyor is the surveyor's actual name is Mark Scott.
Okay. Is that the individual's name on, as the one who completed the survey?
Correct.
Mark Scott?
Now, Ms. Parker, did Mr. Scott provide you with an actual report?
Well, he called and he submitted this documentation, and it is a brief description down the bottom saying that it's actually confirms that 4255 Main is more than 500 feet away from 135 Rector Street.
And what was the purpose of getting your own surveyor?
The purpose of that was because after speaking with Ms. Judy Watkins in the tobacco office, she advised me that we would need a part of the appeal process, that we would need to prove that we were more than 500 feet away from the Yale School. And it was 500 feet away from the stormwater parcel, not a radius. So a part of that was to get a surveyor. And once the surveyor did that, we still needed to confirm with the water department. So that's when I reached out to the water department.
Okay. And it would be helpful before you move, is on that survey report, if he could show us that in fact he measured from parcel to parcel.
And board, I apologize. This survey is.
Okay, so other than your client's testimony, we don't know if he in fact measured from water parcel to water parcel. I mean, that's.
And I will state, I wish he would have given some sort of actual report other than just this diagram here.
Okay, does that diagram show distance or anything? Or are there any notes that would say that?
The only notes that were just this small summary presented at the bottom of the diagram from the surveyor's report.
And now there's an exhibit C apparently. Is that and exhibit D? Are you planning to display those?
This is, let me just see which exhibit. This is exhibit H. Okay. Let me refer back to exhibit D. Okay. Small. Try. Ms. Parker, I'm showing you I'm showing you what's been previously presented. What's in this picture here?
So this picture is from the Philadelphia Water Department, and it actually shows the date of, it says stormwater billing, and it has 205 Rector Street, which is that whole area. And I was advised by the Water Department, if you have, that's where all the bills go to, 205 Rector. But if you look down the bottom of the city's, this is the report from the Water Department, it gives you all 3 water parcels and accounts and the address for each location.
And where did you get this diagram from?
From the stormwater parcel, stormwater.phila.gov, and from Mina, from the GSI special department, which she actually included, she included maps as well, and they came from the city of Philadelphia, which is included in the packet.
Now, from your independent research, I know you mentioned there are 3 water parcels. Do you know the specific addresses to those 3 parcels?
Yes, the first one is St. John's Church, which is 119 Rector Street. The second one is it doesn't have a name of the building, but it's 141 Rector, and then the third one is 135 Rector Street, which is the Yale School. And during my investigation, I even looked it up to see that it has 3 different addresses. They have, if you look them up on Google, on the city's website, Atlas, they come up as 3 different addresses. If you look up the Yale School, it comes up as 135 Rector Street.
Now, Ms. Parker, in addition to these documents that have been submitted, do you have any support from anyone else on this project?
I'll object to relevance.
Okay, there's an objection. What's your response?
I'll withdraw it. I'll withdraw it.
Okay,
I have no further questions for Ms. Parker.
okay, thank you. Any cross-examination?
Yes. So I will also share my screen. Okay. Ms. Parker, I am showing you what's been identified as City Exhibit 7. It was also included in your exhibits. It's from the Philadelphia Water Department. And this is the document you used to determine that there are 3 separate parcels at this address.
It's the document that Mina from the Records Department and someone from a manager from the Water Department advised me to use and presented me with the information.
And is this the document that led you to believe that there are 3 parcels, 3 water parcels at this address?
No, what confirmed to me that there are 3 water parcels at this address was from the GIS specialist 1, Mina from the Records Department. She confirmed in an email that yes, there are 3 different water parcels. There are 3 different businesses with 3 different accounts. The reason that they're all listed under 205 Rector is because that's the billing address. But once she confirmed to me that yes, there are 3 parcels, that's when it was included with this.
Does Mina work for the Water Department?
She works for the City of Philadelphia Records Department. And if you go into the stormwater.phila.gov and you pull up this information, a little block will come up and it actually directs you to the Records Department if you have any additional questions.
Okay, so I'm going to ask my question again. Does Mina work for the Water Department?
She works for the City of Philadelphia Records Department.
Okay. And so her email doesn't actually say that there are 3 separate water parcels there.
It says it's 3 separate.
Okay, let's just do this. Do you have the document?
I do.
Let's put it up.
I can move on. I can move on.
I'd like you to put it up.
Okay. Brief.
Okay. Oh.
I can just
Yeah,
leave
it-
this on the screen for the board to read.
Yeah, if you could, so that we can see the full body of it.
I believe that is the full body except for the signature.
Okay. All right. And so your specific question regarding this document is?
It was, she didn't actually say there were 3 water parcels.
Okay, just one moment. Okay, and so the question you had to Ms. Just want to make sure I'm speak correctly for everyone. For the appellant is that this person, Mina, represented that there may be, their records indicate that there may be 3 separate parcels.
I did want to clarify that says the water department likely has one account parcel for the church properties because they're billing one entity, but in actuality, the records department parcels more accurately reflect that there are multiple different parcels owned by the church.
Okay,
She doesn't actually say that there are multiple water parcels.
okay. And I guess whose position governs in this instance? Is the water?
The
department?
water
Water
department.
department?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Any additional cross?
Yes, I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I will share a separate screen. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to direct your attention, Ms. Parker, back to this photograph where Mina states in her email, you can actually see the red outline in the image. It says the water department's parcel is outlined in red. Can you see the red outline in this picture? And it encompasses all 3 buildings located at 205 Rector Street.
Correct.
So even according to Mina, there is one parcel with 3 buildings located on it.
Incorrect. No.
Okay. I will move down to the bottom of the document. And there are 3 accounts listed to this one parcel, correct?
There are 3 water parcel accounts listed, correct?
Well, you'll agree with me that it says parcel total and it adds up the 3 water accounts.
Correct.
Okay. And in the course of your research, did you search for a water parcel located at 119 Rector Street?
I did.
And what did you find?
It did not come up.
Okay. And did you search for a water parcel located at 141 Rector Street?
I did.
And what did you find?
It did not come up.
And what happened when you searched for 135 Rector Street?
I actually called the water department and I was advised that it did not come up because the stormwater parcel is for billing. So the owner of the building have everything go to 205 Rector Street because he's the owner of the building. But there is actually 3 water parcels connected to this one owner's property. So that's why that's why it only comes up as 205 Rector and not the other 3.
And are you aware that according to the City of Philadelphia's Office of Property Assessment, there is no legal parcel located at 119 Rector Street?
Can you repeat that? I'm not sure.
Are you aware that there's no legal parcel, according to the Office of Property Assessment, located at 119 Rector Street?
I was aware that, if this is the same question, that there is no deed for any of the buildings. And that's including 205 Rector, 135, 119, because I was advised by Mina that I should look even further into trying to pull the deeds for those 2 places, but there's no deed within the city's record department.
Okay. Okay, I do want to move on and ask a few questions about the map that was used as one of your exhibits. So using the map from the water department, you see that Apple Street dead ends into the rear of the church where the cemetery is. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, you could use your cursor to
Yeah,
kind of show
I
you
can-
where you're,
oh.
where you're headed.
Okay. Can you, okay. Okay. Here's my cursor. You see how, here's Apple Street?
Yes.
And that dead ends into the rear of the church property.
To the rear of the cemetery, yes.
Okay. And we see Crescent Street bordering one side and Tower Street to the other. We have Rector Street at the front. And we see Silverwood Street here as well.
Correct.
Okay. So we do have some questions about, oh, I'm sorry, I have to share a difference, actually. If I can just, oh, that's a different, just brief indulgence. Gosh. Okay. Okay, the map that you used for your independent research, how was this map created?
That's actually the same map from the stormwater parcel. You can click on there and get 3 different views.
Well, you see here that Apple Street does not dead end into the rear of the church.
From this picture, it looks like it does.
I also don't see Rector Street, and I don't see Silverwood Street as depicted on the other map. It's your testimony that this map was this map altered in any way?
No, it was not.
Okay.
How is that map identified, just for my own record?
This is in Appellant's Exhibit, I believe it is E. Appellant Exhibit E.
E? Okay, is there a label on that particular image?
This identifier here?
Yes.
Ye-
Oh, that's the only E,
Yes,
okay,
mhm.
okay.
And I have no further questions at this time.
Okay. Does anyone else have any additional questions or any recross? Mr. Patterson? Okay. Please.
Yes, I just want to make sure that the one drawing that you've been using that has 559 feet on it, my experience with surveys is somewhere there's a scale that says exactly what 1 inch is based on how you get to 559 or whatever number it is. I didn't see anything that explained how that measurement was made or arrived at.
So on the actual exhibit, you can click onto the link and it brings you right to the stormwater parcel from the city of Philadelphia. And you put in the address which would be 4255 Main to 135 Rector Street. And then it actually pulls up the measure from the stormwater parcel from each building. So that number came from the water department's actual website. That number came from there.
Came from the water department or the
Records.
records department?
It came from the stormwater.phila.gov.
Okay.
And then the records department just confirmed it on their end with the maps that they submitted. I mean, that's a part of it as well.
All right, then there was a survey that was presented as a document saying, and I didn't see anything from the survey that showed a measurement from the water parcel line to 4255 Main Street. Now, I kept seeing little bits and pieces of the survey, but I didn't see the whole survey that disclosed the measurement. Was that in the drawing? That I didn't see it.
He sent the map to us, and I actually called to try to get a full printout of it, because on the map, it do look a little, when you put it on here, it looks a little fuzzy, so we couldn't really tell it. But at the time, he was out of the office, and we had the meeting today.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
So that document that looks like a vertical sort of triangle or something. Can you put that back up on the screen? And I think that's from the surveyor, yes. Not the maps, but the survey document you presented.
Okay.
Here, can you explain to the board what this actually is telling us?
I apologize, Ms. Penn, I can't hear.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kelly. I am asking counsel if he can explain what this document actually is supposed to be showing us. There's a line that says Main Street, but I don't know where on Main Street this is, where the lounge is, and I don't see the school, I don't see I see Rector Street, but I don't see the school in connection to the lounge. So what is this document telling us?
And from looking at it, like I explained earlier, this document from the surveyor was something that the Parkers actually asked for further clarification, but they weren't able to get it prior to this hearing. As far as explaining what it is, I mean, I see the exact same thing that you see, board. I'm sorry. I see Rector Street, I see Main Street.
So this basically tells us nothing in terms of the distance between the lounge and the school. Not with any clarity. Yeah.
No, board, no.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Could I just offer a brief demonstrative rebuttal, if the board would allow?
Well, not yet.
Okay.
Okay, if you hold that for closed potentially, but I just want to get through.
Yes.
Any additional cross-examination?
If I may just,
Yes.
and to going back to what council stated as far as this Apple Street going
Yes.
into the rear of the property, I do have another diagram which was presented, if I may, that shows Apple Street going into the rear of the actual property, which is this here.
Wait a minute, what is that showing?
In the other diagram that was presented, she asked if it was skewed. My client stated no, but in this diagram here, with the same measurement from what my client got off.
Well,
I was just showing Apple Street goes into Pennsdale.
Oh, okay.
Apple Street goes into the rear of the property.
Okay.
With the same measurements.
With the same measurement, okay.
that's-
Well, what we don't know is how that 559 was determined and what scale was used, et cetera. Or who prepared this?
These are the measurements that Ms. Parker got from the actual water department's website when she types in the addresses, and it gives you the distance.
Okay, all right. Just
May I ask another question, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
So Ms. Parker, you personally made a determination based on the information that Mina from Records gave you that 135 Rector was the water parcel for the school. And you made a calculation, or you, by connecting on that link, you made a calculation of distance based on that address versus the storm water parcel that's outlined in red, as Mina explained to you.
So me and I actually made the determination in the water department because this information was provided to me from the water department. And what she said, the building is outlined in red, just explaining the owner of all three buildings.
Well, that's not what she's, well, yeah, those three addresses are for billing purposes. Isn't that what she advised? So that's really usage, isn't it?
So that's what it goes about, a stormwater parcel, and then within there.
No. It goes by usage. Is that usage? Each of those accounts, isn't that for usage of water?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Is that your understanding, that the three separate accounts are for usage of water from each separate building?
From my understanding and from what the document says, it says it's three different parcels.
Okay.
But not usage.
Okay, thank you. That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Oh, do we know if the school is only in one building?
The school isn't only in one building.
Okay. And the school campus is only in that one building, the 135.
I'm not even aware of the street address, but we are willing to stipulate that the school is located in one building.
Okay. Any additional examination of the appellant? Okay. All right. We would like to have Ms. Jones come back. Ms.
Yes, Ms. Jones is still on the Zoom and is prepared, yes.
Ms. Jones, if you would unmute, we do have additional questions for you. There's been testimony regarding what you presented as your map in terms of the distances, and this is additional information from the Records Department regarding parcels and their relative distance from the Main Street address. How did you reconcile those two different approaches?
So based on my understanding and in the exhibit that I saw as well, there was one red outline for a parcel, but then there are three, from my understanding, the three buildings that are associated with that account that are utilizing that one parcel. And the data that we use for the map that we create is coming straight from the water department, and they manage any of the boundaries. So any of those boundaries that they determine are the way that they are, that's what I use for the calculation. So because there is this one water parcel, and that is what the water department has on Atlas, has as a data set, all of that, that's what we pull into the calculation and then create what is in the map. So my understanding based on what I've seen, and I did double check just the back end of things to make sure, what I am seeing is the one red outlined parcel that was in that map. Those three yellow buildings, from what I understand, are the buildings that are on top of that parcel, but what we use for the calculation is just the parcel. We do not use the building. We also do not use a point on the parcel because the single point does not represent where the entrance of the building is, where exactly the building is. You have to do the entire parcel as part of the regulation. So that's the way that we do the calculation.
And so based on your understanding of the code, which agency is a designated authority in determining the distances?
We use the stormwater parcels provided by the water department.
And so the water department is your source, so you rely solely on the water department. Stormwater.
Correct. For the parcels, correct.
Okay. Now there's been testimony that there are three separate parcels located within the red line. Do you get that information? Was that information that was shared with you as well?
I just gleaned it from what was shared on the screen. From what I saw is one red outline with three yellow, what were labeled as buildings or roofs or something like that. But the red outline is the single parcel, and that's what I'm utilizing. So that's my understanding.
Okay.
That's my understanding.
And I believe there was a map that was presented by appellants that showed the separate parcels. So would you pull that up, please? While he's looking for it.
Ms. Jones, I have a question for you. What actual address did
Yes.
you use for your measurement?
So we do not use addresses, we use a parcel, and the address associated with that parcel, I would have to double check. I believe it is 905 Rector Street or something like that, but I would need to double check.
205 Rector?
Yes, that is the address associated.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Now, is this the parcel? Are these allegedly showing? But these aren't showing parcel lines, are they?
Can you scroll up? I'm not sure who is sharing this, and this is not but I just wanted
Yeah, I
to
understand.
testify to my understanding of this. If you scroll up in the legend there where it says selected parcel versus the blue where it says other parcels, that red selected parcel is just the one outline.
Okay.
Those other buildings, from my understanding, are those accounts that we were outlining at the bottom that are utilizing that one parcel.
Okay. And Ms. Patterson, if you would scroll down a little bit to the bottom legend. Okay, just this there. Okay, and the account numbers and the data associated with each one are total up to the follow up to the top, right? They sum up to the darker line parcel total.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not showing, we don't have any lines that are showing separate parcels within the red lines. We're just showing account numbers within the red lines. Is that how
Correct.
you
That's
read
what
that
I'm
map?
understanding. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh, right, but that's.
Which exhibit was that?
Where it is. Yeah, but this is the parcel map. Okay, anyone else have any questions for Ms. Jones?
No.
Okay,
I have a question, Mr. Patterson, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
please.
Mr. Patterson,
Yes.
I know that you had advised us that the surveyor did not provide you with a written report.
Correct.
But there was a little blurb at the bottom of one of your pages that was like a paragraph. You never really read it, and you kind of switched the page pretty quickly. Could you go back to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll know when I see it. Yes, that was it. Can you read that for me, sir?
The survey page identifies the subject property boundaries for 4255 Main Street is included to support the parcel boundary record for the applicant's property. The over 500-foot distance analysis is supported separately by Exhibit C and Exhibit D, which addresses the parcel line measurement method and the relevant stormwater parcel information for 135 Rector Street.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Patterson, you were attempting to show us something else before we came to this?
Correct. That was for the parcels.
And I will object unless there's a witness here who can tell us what date we're looking at for this
Yes.
parcel, because it may be wholly irrelevant.
Understood. So you lay some foundation for whatever it is you're showing us.
I'm going to ask Ms. Parker about this, the exhibit that was presented. May I?
Yes, please.
Ms. Parker, I'm going to show you what's been previously submitted to the board that's up on the screen. What is this here that you see on the screen?
So this is the map that was provided to me from Mina, the GSI specialist in the city's records department, and her email actually addresses that, and the email has the date on there that she provided it.
And what was the purpose of this document here?
The purpose was to prove or advise that there are multiple water parcels underneath this line. Because if you see around it, it's a big line around it, then there's multiple water parcels.
I'm going to object again because we've been through the fact that Mina did not talk about water parcels. She talked about previous record parcels.
Okay, and I guess that's I'm reviewing, any response to that objection?
Well, from the email, it appears as though Mina did address these three as different water parcels.
But there's nothing on this map that shows us measurements of what it is. It look like 4 or 5 different ones.
These are not water parcels.
Right.
These are parcels of ground from a survey map that was used probably, because I did some zoning work, that you would use for zoning purposes or other purposes. These are not water parcel maps. I'm sorry, maybe I'm testifying, but these are not relevant to what it is we're determining today.
Okay, so based on all of that, I will sustain the objection, okay, and we can move on because,
Yeah.
okay,
Can I-
just, no, you have a lawyer, you gotta talk to him.
The maps I used to look at before when you was doing zoning. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's, any additional witnesses, Mr. Patterson?
Nothing further from appellate.
Any additional witnesses?
No.
Okay, what we will do then, and I don't believe there was any outstanding questions for Ms. Jones, was there? Okay, what I would ask both counsel is to, if you have any closing arguments, if you could do that, and we will then proceed to a vote. So, Mr. Patterson?
Good afternoon again, board. Just a brief closing. I mean,
Oh, my apologies. I need to ask you to stop just for a moment. City, whatever the vote is,
Mhm.
in addition to the issue of the school zone, we also have the issue of the capped zones.
That was more just for demonstration and information that this is publicly available information. The sole basis for the denial was just the school zone.
But it is within a capped
It
area.
is, yes.
Can you tell for the purposes of the record, can you define what the capping or the capped zone is?
If your business is located in a capped zone, that means when you apply for a permit, it will be denied. You'll be placed on a wait list until a space becomes available.
But what does capping?
Capping,
What does capped mean?
capped means there are already the maximum amount of tobacco permits allowed in that district already.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you. We're ready. Is something else you
no,
want to?
I'll say it, talk about it in the closing.
Okay, so please proceed to your closing.
Board again, I just want to first talk about it being capped.
Yes.
From what I recall, the testimony from Ms. Wilkins, I didn't hear her say anything about this area was capped. In addition to that, the basis of this denial was for the distance from the actual water parcel, not it being capped. That was the health department's
Yes, understood.
reason for denial.
Yes.
It appears that the main issue here is water parcel and parcel. Myself, as well as my clients, are stating that there are 3 different water parcels that are here on these diagrams, and the one water parcel that we want you to pay attention to is the one included with 135 Rector Street, which is the actual Yale K-12 school. Now, if you even look at what the regulations say, it said the regulations adopted by the Philadelphia Board of Health prohibited new tobacco retail permits within 500 feet of a K-12 school. The K-12 school here being the Yale School, which is 135 Rector Street. We presented evidence, my client presented evidence that when she drew the diagram from the City of Philadelphia's Water Department website, that it was more than 500 feet. I know the city, they used a radius. However, my client went on the Water Department website, they only gave her pretty much a straight line to measure the distance. And that distance being more than 500 feet, it was 559 feet. And I know there were some other talks about not being able to locate the water parcel when the address was pulled up. My client pretty much spoke about the reason why. The accounts are under 205 Rector Street, who's the owner of the actual property. So in closing panel, you've heard a lot of testimony from my client, Ms. Parker, Mr. Parker, as in regards to the denial. And we believe that that my client should be allowed to get the tobacco use permit based on 4255 Main Street, Best Kept Secret Lounge, is actually more than 500 feet from the K-12 Philadelphia Yale School. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. We heard a lot of testimony today, but I think the most important testimony was that of Jasmine Jones. She testified that the maps that she creates, the maps that she uses, are based on the most recent information, the most up-to-date available information directly from the water department. In the city's opinion, the information from the records department is wholly irrelevant. As we all know, Philadelphia is a very old city. At one time, there may have been separate parcels here, but the simple fact is not anymore. And there are certainly not 3 separate water parcels located at this address. I would ask the board just to look at the regulations. The regulations do specify that the measurement is to be measured from stormwater parcel line to stormwater parcel line. I would ask the board to just give the appropriate weight to all of the evidence. The survey doesn't show the church. It doesn't list any methodology. The maps submitted by the appellant are wholly inaccurate. And I would ask the board just to give that evidence the weight that it deserves. And if the board would allow, I would just like to share my screen and show since there was a lot of discussion about the mapping tool available through the Philadelphia Water Department, I thought it might be beneficial just to walk through the map. This is the parcel located at 205 Rector Street. I did
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is new evidence?
it was just a demonstrative. I don't have to show it.
We would have to give the opposing party a chance to address.
Okay.
If it's new evidence and you would like to put it on and the board is amenable to that.
I would if the board is amenable to that.
We're in closing now.
I did ask previously
You
to
did
show
mention
it,
it earlier, yeah.
and you said to save it for closing, so.
Okay, all right, we'll permit it.
And there can certainly be an opportunity for cross.
Awesome.
And I can walk through, I can go back a page.
Yeah, at this point, I would like to object. I mean, this wasn't a previously submitted exhibit.
Yeah.
I mean, if she wants to go back to a previously submitted.
This is
and-
simply for rebuttal because Miss
Let's do this, for clarity's sake.
Mhm.
If it was shown earlier,
Mhm.
you can bring it back. If you did not show it earlier, then it's new evidence and the appellant would have an opportunity to challenge it and
Absolutely.
we will, because he's already, we will give him an opportunity to re-argue his closing if he wants to.
Absolutely. I was just bringing this up because Ms. Parker testified that she got the information from the Philadelphia Water Department's website. I believe that that information is inaccurate, and I believe it would best be demonstrated that it's inaccurate by walking through the actual Philadelphia Water Department website. I certainly
Well, there's a different interpretation of what she did or who she spoke with and how she used it. I don't know her skill, and so I'm not so sure that would be relevant.
So I don't have to. I would just ask the board to take that into consideration when making your decision.
Okay, thank you. Given that we did allow some, is there anything else that you would want to add, sir, Mr. Patterson?
Give me one.
Oh, that's okay.
I think their business.
Board, we asked that council pull that last image up that was just.
That you objected to?
Oh, okay, you're right, correct. Nothing for, I apologize.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further.
Okay, just one moment. Let's just go off the record just 1 moment. I have to ask council a question. We're back on the record. Okay, thank you very much for your patience and your cooperation. We are now prepared to issue a ruling regarding Oops, I'm on the wrong page. Regarding HA 2025-002270, 4255 Main Street, Angelo Parker, Best Kept Secret Lounge. We will now begin the vote. City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Appeal sustained.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, the majority vote is city affirmed, which means you lost your appeal. You may appeal our decision, and Mr. Patterson, you're well aware of how to do that, should you decide to do that. Thank you very much for your participation in today's hearing. Okay, let us move on to the next matter.
Case number 15, hearing appeal ending 3623, 8249 Frankfurt Ave. Kazimierz Ulatowski. Last matter, right?
Good afternoon, Board. Lydia Anderson on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon, Ms. Anderson. Is the appellant present? Kazimierz Ulatowski, are you present? Kazimierz Ulatowski, are you present? Anyone else present representing the interests of 8249 Frankfurt Avenue? Anyone present? 8249 Frankfurt Avenue. No one is responding. Please confirm service.
Appellant listed 4504 Aldine Street. Notice of this hearing was sent to that address on 4/10/2026 with a start time of 12:30.
Thank you very much. There's no response, Ms. Anderson. What is your pleasure?
The city would ask that this be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
3:37 PM.
3:37 PM. We will now poll the board regarding HA 2025-003623, 8249 Frankfurt Avenue, Kazimierz Ulatowski. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you very much. What is our next matter?
That's it.
That's it for the day.
Okay, thank you everyone for your participation today. That concludes our hearing for today, May 21st, 2026. Have a good evening.